The fighting has continued in Gaza, Israel launching fresh strikes on the southern part of the territory. Let's show you Khan Younis, where Palestinians are running to find shelter as a strike hit near Nasser Hospital. This was earlier today. Israel has said it's continuing to find tunnels and weapons and has killed dozens of militants. Its military released this video, which it says shows a tunnel beneath Khan Younis, which it claims Hamas has used to hold some of the hostages taken in the deadly raid into southern Israel on the 7th of October. The Hamas-run health ministry says more than 60 people have been killed in and around Khan Younis. It says the total number of Palestinians killed since October the 7th now stands at 23,469. I've been speaking to Abu Bakr. He's a resident in central Gaza, and he's described how the situation looks there today.
The situation just daily deteriorates. You can see that the bombing hasn't stopped since yesterday, and yesterday was a very rough night for those who are living in the southern territory in the Gaza Strip. So yeah, it's just been another bad day, unfortunately.
And these pictures that we see now are of people queuing for water, desperate for water because so much of the water is contaminated in Gaza at the moment. Can I ask you about that, Abu Bakr, as we look at these people queuing for water? Do you and your family, clean drinking water?
Unfortunately, no, and it's the same story for most Palestinians, because we're very getting used to this kind of polluted water since the start of the war. We don't have this kind of water that is polluted, and sometimes we need to just go to the sea and try to drink from the sea, which is completely salty water. So it's just like, as I've told you, it's getting dire. And even it's not for water, it's for the other medical supplies in particular, and the other food aid, which doesn't reach, because talking about the humanitarian aid that is coming to the Strip, it hasn't reached most people here in the Gaza Strip. Only a small part of the population in the Gaza Strip who are stuck especially in the southern territory of the Gaza Strip, in Rafah, Khan Younis, and central Gaza and Deir al-Balah. Now, the number of people in these areas are unbelievable. The number is just insane. You're talking about 1,900,000 people displaced now in these areas. So the food given and the water given to these people is not enough. For sure, it's not enough. And most people are now in tents. It's a rainy day today in Gaza. So you can see how much suffering there is with people who are especially in tents and unprotected shelters. They're just suffering, and it's a heartbreaking day. So when it rains, it rains. As I've always said, that when it rains in Gaza, especially in this war, it rains. And yes, this is the situation in Gaza right now. We cannot, the scarcity, the level of scarcity we have from food, water, medical supplies in particular, the continuous attacking by Israel for the hospitals is just making the situation worse and worse every day.
So Abu Bakr, if the aid is not getting through, what have you and your family had to eat in the past 24 hours?
Well, it's getting it through, but I want to make it clear, it's getting it through, but it's not reached us at all. So what I've eaten with my family is only some tomatoes. It's the same story. And sometimes we can get some white cheese, but make sure that the food we are eating are of the lowest quality. What is it like when my family and I eat canned food usually given for pets? What is it like when a 6-year-old child asks me that his wish, that he wishes that he were a monkey, that he could be given his favorite fruit, bananas? It's just heartbreaking. You can't really imagine it. I yesterday with my family had to use wheat seeds, usually given for birds, to eat them. What other solutions? Should we have? We are out of solutions. We're out of everything. This is the story inside Gaza. So when we don't have this kind of food, what we have, the illnesses that spread is absolutely insane.
Can I ask you at the moment as well? Do you feel safe leaving your house, moving around at all?
Not at all, because there's no safe zone in Gaza. There is no safe street in Gaza. Even the streets that could be making it out for residents to flee to Rafah, the southern area of the Strip, have been bombed. So the streets are now destroyed. It's not safe at all.
Abu Bakr giving us a sense of what daily life is like in Gaza.